Hello friends. Today in this video I am going to be telling the story of the 2024 horror thriller film by Blumhouse, Night Swim. Forced into early retirement by a degenerative illness, former baseball player Ray Waller moves into a new house with his wife and 2 children. He hopes that the backyard swimming pool will be fun for the kids and provide physical therapy for himself. However, a dark secret from the home's past soon unleashes a malevolent force that drags the family into the depths of inescapable terror. Want to find out what is really going on with this house and swimming pool? Stick around to find out because spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The story begins with a little girl sleeping in bed, but she hears something coming from outside. She looks outside and she sees a toy boat that is boating around in the pool, but no one is in the pool, so it's a little weird. It is her brother's toy that has been missing, so she goes outside and tries to fish it out of the pool with a net, but she ends up falling in. She grabs the boat, but right when she is about to get out of the pool, someone or something drags her all the way down and she vanishes beneath the pool. We can also see an entity sitting on the diving board watching it all happen. We then meet our main character we will be following throughout the story, and his name is Ray Waller. Ray Waller is a former Major League Baseball player and he recently retired and is looking to settle down in a new house with his family and enjoy retirement. Ray's wife's name is Eve Waller and they have 2 children together, Izzy and Elliot Waller. They are house shopping as a family and they go check out one house and it turns out to have a pool. Ray goes to check out the pool, but accidentally falls in trying to grab a baseball that was sitting on the tarp. Ray had to retire from baseball due to being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and he is still pretty torn up about it and has to see doctors regularly. The doctor tells him that he needs to find some kind of physical therapy that isn't too hard on his body, and she recommends swimming. This prompts Ray to tell Eve that they should move into the house with the pool, so that is what they do and they get all settled in there and enroll their kids in a new school district. The family all works together to clean out the pool so they can fill it back up and get it looking nice again. Ray is feeling around in the drain, but all of a sudden he slices his hand up pretty good and black water starts filling up the pool, so they feel the need to bring in a professional to help get it set up the right way. The pool guy comes in and gets everything cleared out and the pool gets up and running, so the family enjoys their first day swimming in their new pool. Eve goes out for a lone swim at night whenever everyone else is asleep, and as she is swimming laps, she thinks she sees Ray outside of the pool, but when she looks back over that way, no one is standing there. The pool lights start flickering and this freaks her out, so she gets out and goes inside. When she gets inside, their family cat is outside on the diving board growling at something in the water. The next day, Elliot is looking for his cat, but there is no sign of him anywhere. The cat's leash is in the pool, but no sign of his body or anything, so Elliot assumes the worst. They continue to look for him the rest of the day, but still no luck. Ray heads into his weekly doctor's appointment and the doctor tells him his vitals are drastically improving and whatever therapy he is doing is working, and he tells her that he has been doing a lot of water therapy in their new pool and she tells him to keep it up. Elliot gets home from school one day and Ray is working out, so Elliot decides to go for a swim by himself, but Ray tells him to stay in the shallow end because he isn't a great swimmer yet, and Elliot tells him okay. Elliot gets in the pool and while he is swimming, someone keeps throwing quarters in the water and he thinks it is Izzy doing it, so he plays along and grabs all of them as they are tossed in, but when he gets to the surface, no one is out there and he is really confused. He then hears someone on top of the diving board and when he looks, once again, no one is there. Next, he hears a voice coming from the skimmer drain and when he gets close to it, someone with long hair pops out and grabs his wrist, causing him to swim away and get out of the pool. He tells his mom what happened, but when she gets out there, she doesn't see anyone. Ray tells Eve he thinks it is just Elliot adjusting to the new school and he doesn't have many friends now, so maybe he is seeking attention as he is really shy. Ray signs Elliot up for the local boys baseball team and he heads to the practice with him so Elliot can look cool that his dad is a Major League Baseball player and hopefully kids will want to be friends with him. Ray helps all the kids with their swings and then they say they want to see the pro hit a few, so Ray steps up to the plate and smacks one out of the ballpark and all the kids are super impressed except for Elliot, as he thinks his dad made it about him instead of Elliot. That night, Ray and Eve decide to go out for a date night, so Izzy sees this as an opportunity to invite a cute guy over from school and hang out with him while her parents are gone. The boy's name is Ronan and whenever he gets over to their house, Izzy and Ronan head into the backyard to take a little night swim with one another playing Marco Polo. Ronan gets out of the pool to use the restroom and it is still Izzy's turn and she is saying Marco and the pool entity is saying Polo, but she has no idea as her eyes are closed. She then feels something grab her leg from the bottom of the pool and whenever she looks down, she sees a weird ghost face which freaks her the hell out. She then swims to the surface and she is greeted by Ronan and she is really confused as he wasn't even in the pool, and if he wasn't, what grabbed her? Ronan thinks it was just the pool cleaner and she says it could be, but she's still freaked out. The following day, Elliot talks to Izzy and he tells her he saw how scared she was of something in the pool and he tells her the same thing happened to him. Izzy tells him it was nothing and not to make a big deal out of it, as if they tell their parents, they might have to move again and they don't want that. Plus, they feel their parents have been happier and healthier at the new house and they don't want to mess that up. The fam bam throws a barbecue pool party for all of the new friends and baseball teammates to come over and have a good time and get to know each other more. Izzy doesn't want to get in the pool though, even when her friends ask her to. Elliot actually sets up a camera from inside the house to see if he can get anything nefarious caught on camera, as he is convinced the pool is haunted. Eve is inside talking to the realtor they bought the house from, and the realtor tells Eve about some history about the house and that a little girl named Rebecca drowned in the pool a few decades ago, and Eve is mad that this information wasn't disclosed before they closed on the house. As this is going on, Ray is outside playing monkey with a few others and one of the baseball players is on Ray's shoulders. Ray then gets possessed by the pool entity and he walks to the deep end and nearly drowns the boy that was on his shoulders, but luckily, someone jumped in and saved him. The boy's dad tells Eve that they don't want Elliot or Ray coming to baseball practice anymore and to stay away from their family because they think Ray did this on purpose. Eve tells Ray that they are leaving that house and moving away, but Ray doesn't want to and tells her the pool is the best thing to happen to him in a while. She doesn't care and tells him to get in the car, but once they start pulling out of the driveway, Ray gets sick and throws up and they have to stay at the house for the time being. This dude is totally possessed by a pool monster. Eve starts doing even more research about the house and finds even more people that lived at the house before and finds their addresses so she can go ask them about it and see if they went through anything similar. She goes to talk to Rebecca's mother, who was the girl from the beginning of the movie. But the mother is very standoffish, but then tells Eve what she knows. Basically, a wishing well used to be there from a spring underground, and now that water is used for the swimming pool. It gives you what you desire, but it will also take from you a sacrifice for that desire. The pool took Rebecca so her brother could heal from his sickness, and then the mom looks at Eve with creepy black eyes and says the pool will never be forgotten. Ray is at the house taking a shower whenever the entity possesses over his body and looks like it takes complete control. Elliot then hears his cat outside near the pool, and when he goes to look for him, the evil entity pops out of the pool and pulls Elliot into the water. Izzy and Eve see this happening, so Eve jumps in to save him and she tells Izzy to go find her dad and get him outside pronto. Eve jumps in the pool, but doesn't see Elliot anywhere in the water, and whenever Izzy finds her dad inside, he is being really weird and she can tell it's not truly her father. He grabs her by the hair and starts yanking her around the house, but she wiggles loose and runs outside. Eve finally finds Elliot in the pool, and when she is swimming back up, the entity shows up and scares the snot out of her, but she is a champ and keeps trucking through. She then sees the ghost of Rebecca and all of the other victims of the pool, but it doesn't distract her and she swims to the surface with Elliot in her grasps. She tries resuscitating him, but Ray shows up behind her and tells her that it is too late and the water already chose Elliot. Izzy then shows up behind Ray and swings the baseball bat at his body and repeatedly hits him with it. Ray is able to take control of his body briefly, and he comes to the conclusion that if he wants Elliot to survive the encounter, Ray must sacrifice himself to the pool and let Elliot be free. Someone has to pay, and Ray decides it to be him so Elliot can live his life. The movie ends with Eve, Elliot and Izzy all collectively decided that they need to fill the pool with dirt and make it look like nothing was ever there so this never happens to another family again. They then move out of the house and on with their lives. Thanks for watching, friends.